Good evening, baseball fans. You're here on The Ugly Truth with Ken. We're going to be calling the rubber match of tonight's Yankees versus the Astros. And we're going to get right into it. Let's see. Hey, Bill. Been waiting for the game all day? I have been too. Waiting for a little bit of retaliation after last night's ridiculous loss. But we'll go over that here in a bit. And we're going to go over the lineup, starting with our New York Yankees. Leading off playing center field is Trent Grisham, hitting .248 on the season. Ben Rice will be hitting out of the 2-hole, playing first base, hitting .245. The captain, Aaron Judge, will be DHing, hitting out of the 3-hole, hitting .323. Cody Bellinger will be cleaning up, playing in right field, hitting .278. John Carlos Stanton will be in left field, hitting out of the 5-hole at .287 on the season. Jazz Chisholm will be in the 6-hole, playing second base, hitting .243. Austin Wells will be behind the dish, hitting in the 7-hole at .217. Anthony Volpe will be manning shortstop, hitting .207. And at third base is Ryan McMahon, hitting in the 9-hole, hitting .219. On the bump for the Yankees is going to be Carlos Rodón, hoping to go for his 16th win of the season. For the Astros, Pena will be at shortstop leading off. Alvarez will be in left field in the 2-hole. Altuve will be DHing, hitting in the 3-hole. Correa will be at cleanup spot. Walker will be hitting out of the 5-hole. Diaz will be behind the dish in the 6-hole. Smith will be in right field, hitting out of the 7-hole. Urias will be at second base, hitting out of the 8-hole. And Dubon will be in center field, bringing up the rear. On the bump for the Astros is going to be Cristian Javier. Hey, Nancy, welcome to the stream. Welcome to everybody that is here. If you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. We do a lot of play-by-play, open panels, and I pose questions upon occasion with regard to the videos. So it's an active channel. All sports fans are welcome. All takes are welcome. I just don't do talking points. And I'm going to go do a quick overview of the scoreboard today. Today, the Phillies beat the Brewers 2-0. In the bottom of the fourth, the Pirates lead the Dodgers 1-0. In the top of the first, the Guardians are locked up with the Rays at Donuts. And we're just a couple of minutes before start time in this game, and the same with the Angels and the Royals. White Sox and the Twins also. If you didn't realize, this is the opening day. Hey, Jacob. This is the opening day of the NFL season. They will be starting off with the Dallas Cowboys and the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles locking it up on Thursday Night Football to start the season. Tomorrow night, they will have Kansas City Chiefs versus the Chargers in Brazil for Game 2 in a Friday night edition. This is going to be Javier's 5th start of the season. Astros have taken the field, and Javier's thrown the last of his warm-ups. How are we feeling about tonight? Start time for tonight's NFL game is 8:20. Hey, Lenny, how you doing? Yeah, I read something about him being a Red Sox fan. He damn sure called the game off. Atypically, Major League Baseball accepts a 95% accuracy for calls, balls, and strikes. His was at 90. He favored the Astros by 1.4 to 2 runs. So essentially, they gave him the game on bad calls. There should be some type of responsibility and evaluation for that, but we'll see what baseball has to say. Javier is up to bat or up on the bump. Grisham is in the box, and the first pitch is on the way, and it paints the top of the strike zone. A four-seamer for call, strike one. Count is 0-1, and the game is underway. Javier sets and fires, and Grisham pops this one foul down the third base side. Count is 0-2. Adrian Johnson has 20 years in the season. He's the crew chief, and he is a extreme hitter-friendly umpire. And Javier sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is up out of the strike zone. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is on the way, and Grisham swings and misses for strike three. And they are actually going over the scorecard for the umpire last night. He missed 21 pitches, 15 of them were against the Yankees. Go figure. Plus, he had the extra caveat of ejecting Williams and Boone last night. Coming up to bat is Ben Rice. Javier sets. Yeah, the pitch is on the way, and it paints the inside corner for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. Rice is hitting 245 on the season, 22 home runs, 51 RBIs, and an 818 OPS. And Javier sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is now 0-2. And it looks like their defensive alignment is playing Rice to pull. And Javier sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is hit to right center or left center field. Dubon is on the way, and he is tracking it, is going to make the play for the second out of the inning. All rise. The judges in the chambers. Welcome to the stream, Sean. Appreciate you being here, brother. And Javier sets. First pitch is a slider off the plate. Count is 1-0. And Javier sets, and the pitch is a curveball right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike one. Judge is hitting 323 on the season, 43 home runs, 97 RBIs, and an 1106 OPS. And the pitch is foul tipped into the glove of the catcher. Count is 1-2. And in traditional Judge fashion, he steps out of the box, does the dirt thing, flips a rock, and gets ready to go into warrior mode. Well, Bill, it means it's time for him to break that slump. And Javier sets. Pitch is way high. Count is even, Dad. Deuce, deuce. What color is that goose? And Javier sets. And the sweeper is way off the plate. Count is now full. 3-2 on the captain. And Javier sets. Pitch is on the way, and that one is down low for ball 4. So the captain is going to take another walk against Javier. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger. Cat's awfully quiet. We got nothing to say, brothers and sister. And the first pitch is in for ball 1, and it kicks away from the catcher. Judge advances to second, so now the Yankees have a runner in scoring position. And Javier checks on the runner, sets and fires, and the pitch. Changeup catches the inside corner for call, strike one. Count is 1-1. Bellinger's hitting 278 on the season, 27 home runs, 86 RBIs, and an 837 OPS. Javier sets, and the pitch is inside. Count is now 2-1. Javier sets, and the pitch is grounded sharply to Christian Walker, who feels it and is going to take it himself. And that is going to do it for the Yankees in the top of the first. Heading to the bottom of the first is going to be Pena, Alvarez, and Altuve coming up to bat. Hey, Ronald, welcome to the stream. I appreciate everybody who has hopped into our stream this evening. Appreciate the support. If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you are not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. And let's see. Game time for the Cowboys and the Eagles is going to be 8:20 this evening. So we're about a half hour away. I'll give you some score updates on that. And if I get info on big plays, I'll let you know what's going on. Tonight's scoreboard for the major leagues. We are very short on games tonight. Phillies beat the Brewers 2-0 today. In the top of the fifth, the Pirates lead the Dodgers 1-0. Bottom of the first, Guardians and Rays were locked up at donuts. Heading to the bottom of the first, this game, we're locked up at donuts. In the top of the third or first, the Angels have hopped up to a 3-0 lead. And in Minnesota, the White Sox Twins game is in a delay. Rodón is doing his 29th start of the season. He's 15-7 with a 3.18 ERA. Opponents are hitting 188 against Rodón, which is the best in Major League Baseball. And the first pitch from Rodón is a fastball off the plate. Pena is hitting 306 on the season, 15 home runs, 53 RBIs. And Rodón sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is evened at 1-1. And Warren sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Beautiful changeup. Count is 1-2. Rodón sets and fires, and the next changeup is fouled off. Count is going to remain 1-2. Rodón sets and fires, and he fires a bounce pass up there. Count is evened at 2-2. Rodón sets and he fires, and the pitch is bounced to McMahon, who fires across the diamond to Rice for the first out of the inning. And that is the first out of the night for the Astros. Coming up to bat is Yankee killer Yordan Alvarez. Alvarez is hitting .252 on the season, 4 home runs, 23 RBIs, and a .750 OPS. Alvarez is just returning from the IL and has hurt the Yankees for years. And Alvarez shows bunt. He chops at it, and that is called strike one. He missed. Looks like the Yankees are playing him to pull. So the third baseman, Ron McMahon, is sitting at shortstop position. And the pitch is hammered to Rice, who fills it cleanly and takes the play by himself. That is the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is another pain in the Yankees' butt, Jose Altuve. If you've watched the Yankees for any considerable time, you know that Altuve is a first ball, fastball hitter. So don't throw him a fastball down the gut. Altuve is hitting .270 with 24 home runs, 69 RBIs, and a .784 OPS. And Rodón sets and fires, and the fastball is off the plate. Count is 1-0. And Rodón sets. Pitch is on the way, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is evened at 1-up. Nice change up from Carlos. Rodón sets and fires, and Altuve fouls the pitch off to the right side. Count is now 1-2. He's going to fire another changeup. Just watch. Rodón sets, fires, and the changeup is swung on and missed. And that is strike 3. Astros are retired in order. Coming up to bat in the top of the second is going to be Big Giancarlo Stanton, Jazz Chisholm, and Austin Wells. Are we hoping to see a little bit of noise from this part of our lineup? I sure hope so. Rodón looked very good, Sean. Retired the side in order. And for those of you who have hopped into the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. Judge is batting third tonight. And he took a leadoff walk. Yeah, real Bill. Altuve stands way off the plate. That little short shit can reach the outside of the plate. Back in a sec. How do we feel about tonight's game? Is this going to be the Yankees series clinching game? Or are we going to go down in flames and let Talking Point Nation run amok? I'm feeling good. I'm thinking that the Yankees are going to take it to them tonight. A little bit of payback for last night's horse crap game. Big G steps up to the plate. And the first pitch is down low for ball 1. Big Giancarlo Stanton is hitting 287, 18 home runs, 47 RBIs. And the pitch is on the way. And this one is grounded sharply to the third baseman. Correa sets and fires to Walker, and that is going to be the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm, hitting 243 on the season. 28 home runs, 70 RBIs, and an 842 OPS. And the first pitch to Jazz is off the plate. Count is 1-0. And Javier sets. Next pitch is on the way, and it is a sweeper off the plate. Count is 2-0 to Jazz. And the pitch is on the way, and Jazz bounces this one to Walker. Walker fields it cleanly and steps on the bag for the second out of the inning. Not exactly the auspicious start we wanted to see in this half of the inning. Coming up to bat is Austin Wells. Wells is hitting 217 on the season, 20 home runs, 63 RBIs, and a 719 OPS. Javier sets, and the pitch should have painted the outside corner for call strike 1, but the umpire does not call it. Count is 1-0. Javier sets and fires, and the next pitch is a four-seamer up out of the strike zone. Count is 2-0. Javier is 24 pitches deep into this game. And he sets and fires, and the changeup is up high and away. Count is 3-0. And Javier sets, pitches on the way, and it is called strike one. I'm not sure that one clipped the corner, but umpire says it did. So count is 3-1. And Boone is shaking his head once again. Javier sets, fires, and the changeup catches the bottom of the strike zone for call strike two as Wells was walking to first base. Javier sets, fires, and the pitch is off the plate for ball four, and Wells is stripping his gear. Actually, he didn't pitch it. It was a pitch clock violation. What the hell is going on here? All right, the Yankees have a runner at first, and they're having a meeting of the minds on the mound. Home plate umpire is coming to break it up. Coming up to bat is Anthony Volpe. And Javier sets and fires, and the sweeper is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Javier sets and fires, and he paints the outside corner for call strike one. Count is 1-1. Javier sets, and the pitch is hammered into left field. So the Yankees are going to have runners at first and second with 2 outs. Alvarez feels the ball sharply to prevent Wells from going any further than second. Coming up to bat is Ryan McMahon. McMahon's bat has started to come alive. He is hitting .219 on the season, 18 home runs, 47 RBIs, and a 708 OPS. And the first pitch to McMahon is up and in. Count is 1-0. And Javier sets, pitch is on the way, and the changeup is down low. Count is 2-0. And Javier sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is hammered into right field. It is going to drop in. Wells is rounding third, and he is going to score. So that is the first run of the game. And that is an RBI single for Ryan McMahon. Volpe is only able to advance to second, so the Yankees once again have runners at first and second with 2 outs. Good situational hitting. Keep the merry-go-round rolling. Trent Grisham is up to bat. He's 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout in the first. A little bit of rat-a-tat, Trent. Javier sets, and he fires, and the pitch is up high. Count is 1-0. Javier sets and fires, and the sweeper. Actually, I think that's a curveball. The curveball is in there for call, strike 1. Count is even at 1-1. And Javier turns around and chases Volpe back. And Javier sets. And the pitch is a knuckle curve up high. Count is now 2-1 on Grishbaum. Javier sets, and the pitch is up and away. Count is now 3-1. And the pitch is swung out at miss by Grisham. Count is now full, 3-2. So without a doubt, with 2 outs and a full count, the runners are going to be released upon the pitch. Can they open any holes? And the pitch is a towering pop-up to the second base. Urea is camped under it, and he makes the play for the 3rd out, but not before the Yankees score a run on 2 hits and take a 1-0 lead over the Astros. Coming up to bat is Carlos Correa, Christian Walker, and Yanner Diaz. For those of you that are here and you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button, share the channel out. If you are not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. That's awfully quiet. Ten minutes until the NFL season officially kicks off. And around the league, as you know, the Phillies beat the Brewers 2-0 in the bottom of the fifth. And the pitch is hammered to right center field, and it is going to hit the wall. Bellinger sets, and he fires it into second, but not before Correa is in there with a stand-up double. As I was saying, the Pirates lead the Dodgers 5-0. Rays lead the Guardians 1-0. Yankees lead the Astros 1-0. Angels are up 3-0 on the Royals in the bottom of the second. And the Twins and the White Sox are still in a delay. Coming up to bat is Christian Walker. Rodón sets, and the first pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Walker is hitting .235 on the season, 21 home runs, 74 RBIs, and a .707 OPS. Rodón sets, and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike two. Give him the heater up. And Rodón sets. Checks on the runner at second. Pitch is on the way, and it is in the dirt. Good block by Wells. Count is now 1-2. And Rodón checks on the runner, sets and fires, and the changeup is just off the plate. Count is evened at 2-2. Rodón sets and fires, and wow. Looked like he painted the outside corner, but the umpire does not call it a strike. Go figure. Count is now full. Umpires. Rodón sets, and the pitch is fly to center field. Grisham has a beat on it, and he makes the play for the first out of the inning. Correa is not able to advance, so the Astros have one out with a runner at second. Yonder Diaz is coming up to bat. He's hitting .253 on the season, 18 home runs, 56 RBIs. Rodón sets, fires, and the first pitch is a fastball in there for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. Rodón sets, and the ball is chopped to McMahon, who fields it cleanly and fires it. Rice drops the ball. Correa is going to end up advancing to third, and there is not an out. And this is why I prefer Goldschmidt at first base. Good throw, hit his glove, and he just straight dropped it. This is not what we call playing a clean game. Cam Smith is coming up to bat. Pitch is on the way, and it is right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike one. Smith is hitting .243 on the season, 8 home runs, 49 RBIs, and a .674 OPS. And the pitch is on the way, and it is inside for ball one. Count is even at 1-1. Rodón sets, and the pitch is down low. Count is 2-1. Hey, Joe, welcome to the stream. And Rodón sets. Pitch is swung on and missed. Count is evened at 2-2. And Rodón sets. Pitch is up and in. Count is now full. Wells faked throwing to third base. Correa is back in there diving head first. And Rodón sets. Pitch is on the way. And that is a towering pop-up. Jazz Chisholm is tracking it and is going to call Rice off and makes the play for the second out. Runners stay put. Huge out for the Yankees. Can Rodón pick up Rice's error and keep these Astros off the board? Coming up to bat is Ramon Urias, former Baltimore Oriole. He's hitting .252 on the season, 10 home runs, 41 RBIs, and a .698 OPS. Rodón sets, and the four-seamer is inside for ball one. Count is 1-0. And Rodón sets. Pitch is on the way, and he paints the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. I'm surprised it got called a strike with this damn umpire. And Rodón sets, fires the pitches up and in. Count is even, or count is at 2-1. And Rodón sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is a pop-up. Rice is tracking it, and it is just going to make the stands for foul. Count is now 2-2. Urias is a pesky hitter, a slap baller from his days at Baltimore. And Rodón sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is grounded to Jazz, who is going to flip it to Rice at first for the third out, so they avoid trouble. Rodón picks up Ben Rice's error, and that is going to do it for the Astros in the bottom of the second. Coming up to bat is Ben Rice, Aaron Judge, and Cody Bellinger. Can Rice redeem himself with his error? And for those of you that have hopped into the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. If you are not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. And it is 8:20, so that means that the game should be underway for the Cowboys and the Eagles. No updates as of yet. So we'll head over to the Major League scoreboard. Currently in the bottom of the sixth, the Pirates are leading the Dodgers 6-0. Heading to the top of the fourth, the Rays lead the Guardians 1-0. As you know, in this game, heading to the top of three, the Yankees lead the Astros 1-0. In the top of third in Kansas City, the Angels lead the Royals 3-1. White Sox and the Twins are in a delay. Start time has not been announced. Hey, John, how you doing? John, you should have seen my dialogue in my open panel about my continuing dialogue of complaints about these pitiful umpires and the need for some type of accountability to be put into action. Ben Race is taking some practice swings before he steps into the box. He is 0 for 1 on the day with a flyout in the first. Javier is 40 pitches deep into this game, starting at the top of the third. And his first pitch is a knuckle curve in there for call, strike one. Javier sets, pitches on the way, and this one is hammered a line drive straight at Christian Walker, who makes the play. That is going to be the first out of the inning. All rise. The judges in the chambers. In his first at bat, he walked. Javier sets, and he fires, and the pitch is going to be a sweeper that catches the outside corner for a call, strike one. And for some unapparent reasons, the Astros are giving Judge a hail of boos. And the pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike two. Count is 0-2. And of course, Judge is going to take his time out. And what does he do? He picks up some dirt, flips a rock to the side, and gets ready to go into warrior mode to drive the hell out of the next pitch. And Javier sets. And the sweeper is way off the plate. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is hammered to right center field. And Dubon is tracking it. And he is going to make the play on the warning track. That is the second out of the inning. Judge drove the hell out of that one. So coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger. I think there was a little pucker factor for Javier on that pitch or on that hit. And Javier sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. Bellinger is 0 for 1 on the night. He grounded out in the first. And Javier sets, and the pitch is way off the plate. Count is evened at 1-up. And Javier sets, and the changeup is down low. Count is down 2-1 on Cody. And the next pitch is down low and away. Changeup never in the strike zone. The count is now 3-1 on Belly. On deck is Big Giancarlo Stanton. Javier sets, fires, and the pitch is swung on and fouled. Come on, Cody. That was ball 4, brother. Count is now 3-2. I have a lot of confidence in Bellinger with the 2-strike count. He's one of the best hitters in baseball. With 2 strikes against him, has a great 2-strike approach. And the pitch is foul tipped into the glove of the catcher for the 3rd strike and the 3rd out of the inning. So the Yankees go down in order, and we head to the bottom of the 3rd. Dubon, Pena, and Alvarez will be coming up. So that's 9, 1, and 2. And on this first drive for the Cowboys, it is 2nd and 3 on the Eagles' 46. So they're obviously moving the ball. Jalen Carter just spit on Dak Prescott and was thrown out of the game. What an idiot. Congratulations. Way to serve your team well. And for those that you don't know, Joe is a huge Cowboys fan for a long time. And Rodón sets. First pitch is on the way and catches the outside corner for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. Dubon is hitting .251 on the season, 7 home runs, 28 RBIs, and a .672 OPS. Rodón sets and fires, and this pitch is foul down the right field line. Count is 0-2. And Rodón sets and he fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Looks like Wells and the umpire takes the ding. Count is going to remain 0-2. And Rodón sets. And the pitch is a slider down low. Count is 1-2. Rodón sets and he fires, and that pitch is fouled straight back. Count is going to remain 1-2. Rodón is 37 pitches deep into this game. And the pitch is on the way. It is down low. And breaking news for those who follow the WNBA, Caitlin Clark announces that she will be shut down for the season with a groin injury. And the pitch is bounced to Jazz, who flips over to Rice for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Pena. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 0-1. Pena is 0 for 1 on the night with a ground out in the first. Rodón sets and fires, and the pitch is down low. Count is even at 1. Actually, he just called that a strike. Holy shit. Definitely low and out of the strike zone. Count is now 0-2. Gift from the umpire. Rodón sets and the pitch bounces in the dirt. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is on the way, and it is down low. Count is now evened at 2-2. Rodón sets, fires, and the pitch is called strike 3. Pena goes down looking. That is Rodon's second strikeout of the night. Coming up to bat is Yordan Alvarez. Rodón sets and fires, and he paints the inside corner with a fastball for call, strike 1. And the pitch from Rodón is a fastball down low. Count is even at 1-1. Alvarez is 0 for 1 on the night with a ground out in the first. Rodón sets and fires, and the slider catches the top of the strike zone, and this one is not called a strike. The count is now 2-1. Rodón sets, fires, and this one is hammered into the right field, and the game is tied at 1-1. That's a long home run by Alvarez. Well, hell. That left his bat at 101 miles an hour and traveled 395 feet. And the game is evened at 1. Coming up to bat is Altuve. Excuse me for a sec. And the first pitch to Altuve is down low. Count is 1-0. Actually, Altuve is 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout. And the pitch is fouled off. Count is even at 1-1. I don't know how many damn times we got to look at the same home run. Pitch is on the way, and it is way down low. Count is 2-1 to Altuve. Altuve is 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout. And the pitch is a four-seamer that is fouled off. Count is now deuce. And Rodón sets. Pitch is down low and inside. Count is now full. Three games, 3 nights, 3 sets of ejections. Rodón sets and fires, and the changeup is up high. That is ball 4 as Altuve heads to first base. That is Rodon's first walk of the night. Coming up to bat is another pain in the neck, Carlos Correa. Rodón sets, and the first pitch is inside. Count is 1-0. For those of you just hopping in the stream, we are in the bottom of the third. The score is tied at 1-1. There are 2 outs with a runner at first. Correa is up to bat. He doubled in his first at bat. And the next pitch bounces in the dirt. And the ball gets away from Well. Altuve heads for second, and he is thrown out trying to advance. Good tag by Chisholm. Good throw by Wells, and they get Altuve. Looks like Jazz may be hurt. Looked like he got spiked. And the inning is over, but not before a Yordan Alvarez solo shot home run ties the game at 1 apiece. Let's go, Yankees. Hey, Joe, where are you watching the football game? Are you on Peacock? And the first pitch to Stanton is a towering pop up. And Walker is going to make the play in short right field. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm. Javier sets, and the pitch is on the way, and it is on the outside corner for a call, strike one. Javier sets and fires, and the pitch is on the outside portion of the plate. Count is 0-2. Javier sets and fires, and Jazz swings at a pitch out of the strike zone for strike three, and that is going to do it for Jazz. Coming up to bat is Austin Wells. And the first pitch to Wells is right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is going to paint the bottom of the strike zone, but it is called a ball. And the Eagles just evened it up with a Jalen Hurts touchdown. 10 plays, 70 yards. And the pitch is popped up. Count is now even at deuce. Javier sets, pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed for strike three. Hi, Brandon. How's it going? For those of you just hopping in the stream, if you could hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing.
Send a ticket to YouTube TV. We users pay less. We sell products made out of paper, toilet tissue, and local newspapers. That is in order of quality. My name is Sam.
All right. All right. The question I have for you is, can you hear any background noise? And it looks like Jazz is done for the ninth. Caballero is coming in to play second base. For those of you that have hopped in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. In the bottom of the last inning, Altuve was caught trying to advance Altuve slid and his helmet contacted Jazz's knee. And obviously there's a problem. And the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. The Jazz has been pulled because of an injury. Jose Caballero has come in. And Rodón sets and fires, and the pitch paints the inside corner. Count is now 0-2. And the pitch is on the way, and the ball is a loop to Caballero, who makes the play for the first out. And without a damn doubt, if you come into the game, a ball is going to find you right off the bat. So Correa is retired for the first out. Coming up to bat is Christian Walker. He is 0 for 1 on the night with a flyout in the second. And the pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-1. Yeah, I put the football game on in the background, and my auxiliary speaker was a little bit loud. I figured you were picking it up on the mic. And the pitch is a curveball up out of the strike zone. Count is 1-1. Rodón sets and he fires, and the pitch is foul, tipped into the glove. Count is 1-2. And Rodón sets, pitches all the way, and it is fouled straight back. Count is going to remain 1-2. And Rodón sets, pitches all the way, and it is off the plate. Count is now even at 2-2. And Rodón sets, pitches on the way, and this one is fouled straight back. Count is going to remain 2-2. And the pitch is grounded in the hole. Volpe is going to throw it, and the stretch by Rice is going to complete the play for the second out of the inning. Good stretch by Rice. Good job for Volpe to get to the ball. And that is the second out. And Prescott gets the ball. He scrambles and flips a pass to CeeDee Lamb to record the first down. Yainer Diaz is 0 for 1 on the night. He reached on an error. And the first pitch is in there for strike one. Rodón sets and fires, and the pitch is a slider down in low. They check with the first base umpire, and he checked his swing, so the count is now 1-1. Rodón sets, and he fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is now 1-2. And Rodón sets. And he fires, and the pitch is swung on and fouled off. Count is going to remain 1-2. Rodon needs to change the eye level and throw off-speed pitch down low. And Rodon sets, fires, and the slider is down low and in the dirt. Count is now evened at deuce. And the pitch is fouled off. Hey, Nick, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. And Prescott shoots a pass down the middle of the field. Cowboys are going to have the ball at the 33-yard line of the Eagles, and they are driving. The pitch is inside. Count is now full, 3-2. And the pitch is off the plate, and that is going to be ball 4. And Diaz takes his gear off and heads to first base. We're in the bottom of the 4th. The score is 1-1. There are 2 outs with a runner at first. Cam Smith coming up to bat. He is 0 for 1 on the night. Yeah, there's a beating of the bides on the mound. And the Cowboys are working their way back up the field, the wrong direction. And the first pitch is a changeup outside and low. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is a towering pop fly. Volpe has it in shallow left, and he makes the play for the 3rd out of the inning. And that'll do it for the Astros. Coming up to bat in the top of the 5th for the Yankees is Anthony Volpe, Ryan McMahon, and Trent Grisham. So there is now a penalty against the defense for pass interference. And that pass interference is going to give the Cowboys the ball on the Eagles' 9-yard line. And Dak rolls, and he throws the ball away. 2nd down. Rodon is in his 70s right now. And Volpe is stepping up to the plate. He's 1 for 1 on the night with a single in the second. Javier is 61 pitches, and the first pitch is on the way. It is a ball inside. Count is 1-0. Righty. Rodón Javier sets, and that is a high fly ball, and that is going to be a foul ball. Looks like a fan was tracking the ball, but Smith was clearly is in foul territory. And it looks like an Astros fan took the ball away from Smith. And the pitch is on the way. And this one is driven foul. Damn. It slices just foul. Definitely had the distance, but tailed just at the end. Count is now 1-2 on Volpe. And Javier sets. Pitch is on the way, and Volpe hits a towering pop-up. Pena is tracking it, and he's going to make the play for the first out. Coming up to bat is Ryan O'Neill. Count is McMahon is 1 for 1 on the night with an RBI. And this pitch is hit to center field. And this one is going, and gone. And that is a solo shot home run for Ryan McMahon. And that gives the Yankees a 2-1 lead. Yeah, Joe. And there is a touchdown for the Cowboys. And Grisham rips a base hit into right field. Dubon throws the ball in, and that is going to keep Grisham at first base. Coming up to bat is Ben Rice. Yeah, I know who Ryan O'Neill is. And in the second quarter, at 14 minutes, 56 seconds, the Cowboys lead the Eagles 14-7. Rice is up to bat. Javier sets. And the first pitch is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Rice is 0 for 2 on the night with a flyout and a lineout. And Javier sets. Pitch is on the way. Wow. And it definitely was in the strike zone, but the umpire blew once again another call. Not exactly sure what the hell this guy is looking at. Javier sets and fires, and Rice slams this one into center field. Grisham is only going to be able to advance to second. So that is Rice's first hit of the night, and the captain is coming up to bat. All rise. The judge is in the chamber. Judge is 0 for 1 on the night. He walked in his first appearance. And Javier sets. And the first pitch is way up. Count is 1-0. Drop that one down about 6 inches, and let's see if Judge can park it in that freaking train. Javier sets. And the sweeper is off the plate. Count is now 2-0. Joe, you are the minister of St. Anthony, so we'll put you in charge of the prayer department there, brother. And the captain calls timeout. Don't know why. And the pitch is a sweeper off the plate. Count is now 3-0. Javier is pitching very, very carefully to Judge. Javier sets and fires, and this one paints the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike one. Count is 3-1 on the captain. And Javier sets, fires, and this pitch is down low, but it is called strike two. The count is full. I swear to God, I don't think this guy knows where the strike zone is. And Javier sets, and this pitch is hammered foul. Count is going to remain 3-2. Javier sets and fires, and the pitch is off the plate for ball 4. So the bases are going to be juiced full of Yankees with Cody Bellinger coming up to bat. And let's see, the Eagles have the ball at midfield already. And it looks like they're delayed a bit. Pitching coach is coming out. De Los Santos is warming up in a hurry. But it may be too little, too late. Are we ready for a belly bomb? Those just hopping in the stream. The Yankees have a 2-1 lead. The bases are juice full of Yankees, and there is one out. Cody Bellinger is up to bat. He is 0 for 2 on the night with a strikeout. And the first pitch is on the way. It is up out of the strike zone. Count is 1-0. All right, Bill, safe travels, brother. Javier sets and fires, and this one is hammered into right field. Grisham is going to score. They hold Rice at third. Throw comes into Walker, and the bases are going to remain juiced. Up to bat is going to be big Giancarlo Stanton. And I think we're going to cash Javier in for the night. And here you go. Don't you go, no. Hit the road, Jack. And while we take a break, there is 11 minutes left in the Cowboys-Eagles game in the second quarter. It is 2nd and 9. 10:54 left in the quarter. They are on the 37-yard line. Hurts takes the snap. He falls back. He's getting pressure. Looks like there's a hold. He rolls out, and he is going to slide for the first down. Looks like the left guard was definitely holding on that play. So another official blown call. And the ball is handed off to and they pick up 3 yards on the play. And Enye De Los Santos is up to bat. He is facing Stanton. And there is a pitch clock violation. Count is 1-0. If you do not remember, and the pitch is on the way, and it is a fastball in there for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. And Jonathan is reporting that Jazz Chisholm Jr. has contusions on both knees. Happened on 2 different plays. And the pitch is fouled off. Count is now 1-2. And the pitch is on the way, and it swigs and misses. So that is a strikeout and the second out of the inning. Come on, guys. We got to add some more runs than this. And coming up to bat is going to be Jose Caballero, who replaced Jazz Chisholm. Caballero is hitting .232 with 4 home runs, 32 RBIs, and a .669 OPS. And De Los Santos sets, fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is 1-0. De Los Santos sets. And he steps off the rubber. Caballero's looking for the jackass who threw him out of the game. And De Los Santos sets. And the pitch is down low. Count is now 2-0. De Los Santos sets. Pitch is on the way. And wow, that pitch was high, but it was called a strike. So once again, another key blown call by the umpire. Count is now 2-1. And De Los Santos sets. And the pitch is way off the plate. Count is now 3-1. And there is nowhere to put him. Walk is just as good as a hit this time around. And Del Santos sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is now full, 3-2. So the wheels are going to be rolling because it's 3-2 with 2 outs. And as soon as the pitch is gone, the runners will be moving. Caballero calls timeout. And there is a pitch clock violation again. And that is going to give Caballero a so the walk is going to give Caballero an RBI. And the Yankees now lead 4-1. Spada is out, John, with the home plate umpire. And the first pitch to Wells is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is on the way, and it is down low. Count is evened at 1-1. Wells is 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout, a base on balls, and a run scored. And the pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is now 1-2. Beautiful changeup by De Los Santos. On deck is Anthony Volpe. Ed Wells takes timeout. Can Wells become a hero? Can he drive the ball? And De Los Santos sets. Pitch is down low. Count is evened at 2-2. And the pitch is on the way, and it is a towering pop up to Correa. Correa is going to make the play for the third out, but not before the Yankees score 3 runs to take a 4-1 lead. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the 5th is going to be Urias, Dubon, and Pena. So we put some distance between us and the Astros, but not as much as I would have liked. For those of you that have hopped in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you are not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. Let's go, Yankees. And let's check the scoreboard out. As you know, the Phillies beat the Brewers 2-0 today. The Pirates beat the Dodgers 5-3. In the bottom of the 6th, the Rays lead the Guardians 2-0. As you know, heading into the bottom of the 5th, the Yankees lead the Astros 4-1. In the top of the 7th, the Angels lead the Royals 3-2. And the White Sox and Twins are underway. They're in the bottom of the 1st, and the score is donut to donut. Coming up to bat is Ramon Urias. He is 0 for 1 on the day with a ground out in the 2nd. And the first pitch is on the way, and it is fouled for strike 1. And Rodón sets, and he fires, and this pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-2. Rodón sets, and the pitch is on the way, and that is a foul ball again. Count is going to remain 0-2. And Rodón sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is down low. Count is 1-2. Rodón is at 78 pitches. Rodón sets and fires, and the pitch is hit down the right field line, and that is going to drop foul. Count is going to remain 1-2. And the Cowboys are at the 50-yard line. And the pitch is on the way, and it is up out of the strike zone. Count is even at 2-2. Rodón sets, and the pitch is popped up. Rice is tracking it, and he is going to make the play for the first out of the inning. Yankees need to shut them down. Rodón needs to shut them down and take their heart away. Coming up to bat is Mauricio Dubon, 0 for 1 on the night with a ground out in the third. Rodón sets and fires, and wow, that pitch painted the outside corner for ball one. And the next pitch is on the way, and it is just a bit up, and it is called ball two. Count is 2-0. Rodón sets and fires, and that pitch is down low for ball three. Come on, Carlos. Throw the damn ball across the plate. You got 3 runs. And Rodón sets. The four-seamer is down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike one. Count is now 3-1. And the pitch is swung on and missed. That is going to bring it to 3-2. And the batter calls timeout. Pitch is on the way, and it is bounced to Volpe. Volpe fills it cleanly and fires to Rice for the second out of the inning. And Rodón sets. And the pitch to Pena is chopped to Volpe. Volpe fills it and fires it. It is low, and Pena beats it out. Volpe is going to get charged with an error on that one. And I think that the Yankees are going to challenge this one because I think Volpe still got him. Looked like when Volpe fielded the ball, he couldn't get the ball out of his glove. Yeah, he's out. And for all of you that are here, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. If you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, and the call on the field has been overturned, and that is going to do it for the Astros. I want to thank everyone for spending time with us here on Yankees The Ugly Truth. Appreciate you taking time out of your busy Thursday night, especially on a football night, to listen to a little bit of baseball. Chat is awfully quiet, though. And let's see. Looks like Brandon Arbery is coming on to kick a field goal for the Cowboys. It is a 41-yard field goal, and it is up and right down the heart of the goal post. And that's going to give the Cowboys a 17-14 lead over the Eagles. 2 minutes and 34 seconds left in the first half. The Jalen Hurts and his boys are about to get the ball back.
That's what's that, Chris. I got the team all prepped and ready to go. Huggleton, slushies. Is that a switch too? Oh yeah.
In the last inning, the Yankees had 9 batters come up to bat. And it looks like the starters for the next series are going to be Gossman, Scherzer, and Bassett against Littler, Heel, and Freed. That ought to be some fireworks occurring in the stadium. And now it looks like there is a pitch-com issue with De Los Santos. Don't know how there is. He just pitched with the damn thing. And Volpe is going to lead off the 6th inning. And the check swing is fouled off. Volpe is 1 for 2 on the night with a single in the second. And the next pitch is on the way, and it is chop foul. Count is 0-2. Okay, I guess I just muted myself. Thanks, Ace. Most appreciated. Count is 1-2. Rodon sets and fires. And this one is bounced through the infield on the left hand side. Stanton gets the ball, and Alvarez is going to end up at second. And once again, the shift burns the Yankees. Alvarez cued that one. And Rodon sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1 Altuve. He is 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout and a base on balls. And Rodon sets, fires, and the changeup is down low. Count is evened at 1-1. Rodon sets and he fires, and this one is chop foul. Count is 1-2. Rodon sets, pitch is on the way, and this one is hit to McMahon. McMahon flubs the ball. Yeah, and that is not a flub. They're going to the Yankees are going to challenge this one. McMahon caught that one on the fly and then flubbed it on the transfer. And they are going to charge McMahon with an error. I don't understand how it's being done. It's clearly a catch, and he lost the ball on transfer. And the pitch is chopped to Volpe, who flips it to Caballero, who, God sakes. And the ball is misplayed by Rice, and that is going to allow Alvarez to score. Bad throw by Caballero. Rice blew the catch. Now Houston is challenging the out count at second base. So once again, bad umpiring has affected this game, the Yankee game. And the play is confirmed that the runner at second is out. Now the Yankees are beating at the mound. Christian Walker is up to bat. Walker is 0 for 2 on the night with a fly out and a ground out. Well, let's see, Sean. The first play that's in question. And the pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. A ball was hit to McMahon on the air. He caught the ball, lost control of the ball on the transfer, and they charged him with an error. They said he didn't catch it. And the next pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. And Walker takes timeout. And Rodón sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled down the third base line. Count is going to remain 0-2. Rodón sets and fires, and the pitch is down low. Count is 1-2 on Walker. I say the same thing, John. Rodón sets and he fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. That is the second out of the inning, and Yanner Diaz is coming up to bat. Should have been the third out of the inning. Diaz reached on an error in his first at-bat and a walk. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled straight back. Count is 0-1. Conceivably, the Yankees have already gotten 4 outs in this inning. And it looks like Craig Kimbrell is warming up. Rodón sets and fires, and the pitch is down low. Count is 1-1. Rodón sets and he fires, and the pitch is foul, tipped into the glove. Count is 1-2 on Diaz. And the pitch is in the dirt. Count is evened at 2-2. Good block by Wells. So once again, the umpires are affecting this game because they scored a run on a BS call. You can review outfield catches, but you can't review infield catches. That's baloney. And Rodón sets, and the pitch is a fly ball to right center field, and Grisham tracks it and makes the play for the third out of the game, but not before the Astros score a basically unearned run that should have never scored, and that is going to do it for the Astros. The score is 4-2 Yankees heading into the top of the 7th. Rice, Judge, and Grisham are coming up to bat. Oh, never mind. Rice, Judge, and Bellinger are coming up to bat. And we're going to check the scoreboard real quick. Today, the Phillies beat the Brewers 2-0. Pirates beat the Dodgers 5-3. In the bottom of the 8th, the Rays lead the Guardians 4-0. In our game heading to the top of the 7th, the Yankees lead the Astros 4-2. Heading to the top of the 9th, the Royals lead the Angels 4-3. And then the top of the 3rd, the score is locked up at 0-0 in the White Sox and Twins game. And the score in the football game at halftime is Eagles lead 21-20. Yeah, no shit, John. These guys are freaking horrible. And for those of you that have hopped in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. And the Astros are going to be bringing Craig Kimbrell into the game, recently signed. So can Ben Rice make up for his 2 errors on the game? And Parrot Man sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is up and in. Count is 1-0. And the pitch from Kimball is on the way, and it is down low for ball 2. Count is 2-2. Or 2-0. Kimball sets, and he fires, and the pitch is a knuckle curve in there for call, strike 1. Count is 2-1. Kimbrel sets and fires, and the pitch is called, strike 2. Count is evened at deuce. And Kimbrel sets. Pitch is on the way, and Rice swings on and misses, fouls it off. Count is going to remain deuce. And Kimbrel sets, fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed by Rice. He chased the ball completely out of the strikes zone. Coming up to bat is the captain. All rise. The judge is in his chambers. Lou, there is no doubt to that. Kimbrel sets and fires, and the pitch is up out of the strike zone to the captain. Count is 1-0. Now Kimbrel is complaining about the pitch com. Go freaking figure. And Kimbrel sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is way off the plate. Count is now 2-0 on the captain. I would not be surprised to see Judge take his 3rd walk of the night. And Kimbrel sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is way off the plate. Count is now 3-0. I think this is an intentional walk. Cody Bellinger is on deck. Kimbrel sets, and he fires, and the pitch catches the outside corner for call, strike 3. Count is now 3-1. And Kimbrel sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate for ball 4. And the captain takes his 3rd walk of the night. So, in the top of the 7th, the Yankees lead the Astros 4-2. There is a runner at first base with 1 out, and Cody Bellinger is coming up to bat. And the first pitch is in there for call, strike 1. And Judge is going to be caught stealing at second base. And I think the Yankees are going to challenge this call, but they don't. And the pitch is guide to left field. Alvarez is tracking it. And that is going to do it for the third out of the inning. I think Judge was safe on that damn steal attempt. But as we head to the bottom of the seventh, Cam Smith, Ramon Urias, and Mauricio Dubon are coming up to bat. They're combined 0 for 6. And my bet is Fernando Cruz will be coming in to pitch. And there goes my 7-Eleven coffee for the night. For those of you that have hopped in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. On other notes, immediately following this game, head over to NY Yankee Mania with Joe for a post-game review. You should have plenty of opinions, good conversation. And me personally, I would like to thank everybody for taking time to come onto the stream and listen to a little bit of baseball. I appreciate your time, your effort. And if you could, please hit the like button and share the channel out. It looks like Jesus Sanchez is coming in to pitch hit for Cam Smith. Luke Weaver is in the game. Ed Weaver sets. First pitch is hit to left field. And that one is going to be foul. And Weaver sets and fires in the pitches just inside. Count is 1-1. Sanchez is hitting .254 on the season, 12 home runs, 42 RBIs, and a .734 OPS. And Weaver sets and he fires in the changeup is down low. Count is 2-1. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled straight back. Count is evened at 2-2. Ed Weaver sets, fires, and the pitch is up out of the strike zone. Count is now full, 3-2. Three passes equal bad. Come on, Luke. And Weaver sets. And that pitch is hammered to left field. And that one is going to go out in the Crawford boxes. And the score is now 4-3. And here we freaking go again. That left his bat at 100.2 miles an hour and traveled 357 feet. And Weaver sets. And the first pitch to Arias is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Weaver sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. Rodón was over 100 pitches while they pulled him. And the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. And Arias is down on strikes. First out of the inning. And they are pinch hitting for Dubon. Taylor Trammell will be replacing him. Trammell is hitting .202 of the season, 3 home runs, 12 RBIs at a .654 OPS. And the first pitch is on the way. It is fouled off. Count is 0-1. And Fernando Cruz is warming up in the pen. Ed Weaver sets, pitches on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. Welcome to the stream, Charles. And Weaver sets, pitches on the way, and it is down low for ball 1. Count is 1-2. So they have Ort and Murray warming up in the Astros pen. And Weaver sets, fires, and the pitch is a changeup down low. Count is evened at 2-2. Weaver sets, fires, and paints the outside corner for call. Strike 3. Trammell is down looking, and that is the second out of the inning. Hey, John the Beagle Dad. Coming up to bat is Jeremy Pena, and the first pitch is fouled straight back. Count is 0-1. He is 0 for 3 on the night with a pair of groundouts and a strikeout. For those of you just hopping in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. And Weaver sets and fires, and the cutter is off the plate. Count is evened at 1-1. And Weaver sets. Pitch is on the way. And this one is hit to Stanton. Stanton is going to play it off the Crawford box. And he has a beautiful throw back into play. And he holds Pena to a single. So they have a runner at first with 2 outs. That is a good play by Stanton in left field. And Alvarez is coming up to bat. He's 2 for 3 on the night with a double and a homer. And once again, the Yankees are shifting. And the pitch is hammered through the infield. And Bellinger fills it and gets it back into the infield quick. Pena is going to stop at second. So now the Astros have runners at first and second with 2 outs. Coming up to bat is going to be Altuve. And looks like Boone is coming out to pull the chain. And Fernando Cruz is coming into the game. For those of you just joining the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. And the Cowboys just sacked Hurts. And it was 3rd and 18, and he threw underneath. That is going to be 4th down for the Eagles. Score is 21-20 Eagles. De Los Santos has a 2.82 ERA. Opponents are hitting 179 against him. Altuve is coming up to bat. And the first pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. And Cruz sets, checks on the runner at second. And the pitch is a sinker that Altuve checks his swing on. Count is 1-1. Cruz sets and he fires in the pitch. Wow, it paints the inside corner and it is not called a strike. Once again, another shit call by an umpire. Count is 2-1. Cruz sets and he fires and the pitch is off the plate. Count is now 3-1. All right, Cruz, it's time to get nasty. Cruz sets and he fires and the pitch is a fastball called strike 2. Count is 3-2. End this shit now. And Cruz sets. Cruz sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed for strike 3. And he gets him on the splitter. And Cruz is pumped up. And that is going to end the threat. Coming up to bat for the Yankees in the top of the 8th is going to be Stanton, Caballero, and Wells. And I suppose we're going to see a different pitcher coming out of the Astros bullpen. I want to thank everybody for taking time to spend a little bit of your evening here on Yankees The Ugly Truth, listening to the play-by-play. Your support is most appreciated. And let's check this one out. The scoreboard for this evening: the Brewers lose to the Phillies 2-0. Pirates beat the Dodgers 5-3. The Rays beat the Guardians 4-2. As you know, heading into the top of the 8th, the Yankees lead the Astros 4-3. The Royals beat the Angels 4-3. And heading into the top of the 4th, the White Sox have a 3-0 lead on the Twins. And that is your Major League scoreboard for tonight. In the Cowboys-Eagles game, the score is 24-21. There is 8 minutes left in the third quarter. And it looks like Caleb Ward is coming in to replace Craig Kimbrell. And the first pitch is down low for ball 1 to Big G. And the next pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. Count is 1-1. Trammell is taking over in center field. And the pitch is, wow, looks like it painted the outside corner, but it is called ball 2. Count is 2-1. Ford sets and he fires, and the sweeper is down low. Count is now 3-1 on Big G. Ford has a 4.17 ERA. Opponents are hitting just over 200. And Ort sets. And the pitch is up out of the strike zone. That is ball 4. As Stanton strips his gear off and he heads to first. Obviously, they'll be pitch running for Stanton, so Dominguez will be coming in. I anticipate seeing Dominguez take off in this at-bat. Throwing runners out at second. The Astros are the second worst team in the major leagues. Coming up to bat is Jose Caballero. He came in when and the first pitch is a sweeper in there for call, strike 1. Caballero came in to replace Jazz Chisholm after he was injured on a sliding play at second. Ford sets. Caballero shows bunt, and he pulls it back. Count is up out of the strike zone. Count is 1-1. And the pitch is fouled straight back. Count is now 1-2. Anticipate a sweeper coming on this one. Ford doesn't like the ball. He throws it out. Oh, he's rubbing it up. Ford makes a pickoff attempt at Dominguez. He's back in head first safely. First disengagement. And Ort sets. Pitch is on the way, and Caballero fouls this one off. Count is going to remain 1-2. And Ort sets. Pitch is on the way, and Caballero fouls this one straight back. Count is going to remain 1-2 as we head to the sixth pitch of the at-bat. And the pitch is a sweeper that is chop fouled on the third base line. Count is going to remain 1-2. And the pitch is skied to the second baseman. Arias is going to make the play right on the grass. That is the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Austin Wells. And Ort sets, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Wells walked in the second and scored a run. He is 0 for 2 on the night. Ort sets, and the pitch is down and away. Count is 2-0. And the pitch is way inside on Wells. Count is now 3-0. Noah is warming up in the Yankee peds, and it looks like Cruz is going to come out for the 8th inning. And the pitch is off the plate for ball 4. So the Yankees are going to have runners at first and second. So that is the second walk of the inning for Ort. Anthony Volpe is coming up to bat. Volpe is 1 for 3 on the night with a single in the second inning. Can he come through again? And the first pitch for Mort is a sweeper in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. Mort sets. And the pitch is slog-on and fouled off. Count is 0-2. And the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. Volpe is down on strikes. Coming up to bat is Ryan McMahon. He is 2 for 3 on the night. And the first pitch is a fastball that paints the outside corner for strike 1. McMahon has a single and a solo blast home run. Ford sets and fires, and the second pitch paints the outside of the corner. Count is now 0-2. And McMahon takes time out. Ford sets and fires, and McMahon chops this one up the middle, and it is not played right. Dominguez is rounding third, and he is going to score. Wells is going to move to third, and that is an RBI single for McMahon. That is going to put the Yankees up 5-3. That one came off of McMahon's bat at 104 miles per hour. It ricocheted off of Pena's glove. Coming up to bat is Trent Grisham. Grisham is 1 for 4 on the night. And Ort sets, fires, and the pitch is up out of the strike zone for ball 1. And there is a pickoff attempt on McMahon. He is back in standing up. Ryan has 3 hits on the night. Grisham has 1 for 4 with a single in the 5th and a run scored. Keep tacking runs on. Keep tacking runs on. And the pitch is hammered foul down the... Actually, that one is going, and gone. That is a 3-run homer. That is Grishbaum's 30th home run of the year, and that is a 3-run dinger. That one left his bat at 106.3 miles an hour and traveled 404 feet. So the Yankees jump out to an 8-3 lead. I thought he hooked that one. It looked like it was hook and foul, but he took it right down the line. That short, compact swing of Griff is just spectacular. And the first pitch to Goldie is up and in. Count is 1-0. Goldschmidt has taken over for Ben Rice as a defensive replacement. And the next pitch catches the inside corner for call, strike one. Count is 1-1. And the next pitch by Goldie is hit into right field. It's going into Devil's Triangle, and it's going to make a drop in for a base hit. So that one fell between Urias and Sanchez. Coming up to bat is the captain. And it looks like in the Eagles game, they have suspended it because of lightning.
Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come
And order is being
back.
pulled.
No more.
So hit the road, Jack. And don't you go back. No more, no
Hit the
more, no
road,
more,
Jack.
no more.
Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more.
And it looks like Jaden Murray is coming in to replace Ort. People keep telling me that I'm crazy, but I say re-sign Bellinger and Grisham. I'm trading Dominguez and Jones, and I'm going after a pitcher like Paul Skeens. And for those of you that have hopped into the stream, if you haven't already, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing.
These storms may produce severe conditions, and strong wind. We encourage you to seek to remediate.
So how are we feeling about the game now? And the first pitch to the captain is in there for call, strike one. All rise. The judge is in the chambers. He's 0 for 1 on the night with 3 walks. Murray is 4.64 ERA. Opponents are hitting .239 against him on the season. And Murray sets, and the pitch catches the outside corner. Count is 0-2 on the captain. And the pitch is on the way. And Judge hammers this one to right field, but right at Sanchez. Sanchez is going to make the play. And that is the second out. But not before the Yankees put up 4 runs on the night during the inning. So the Yankees have taken a 8-3 lead on the 8-3 lead on the Astros. I believe that Fernando Cruz is going to stay in, Charles. I don't believe they're putting Williams or Duvall in. Cruz should finish the inning off, and would not be surprised to see Bednar show up in the ninth. Try to close this one out. As we head to the bottom of the eighth, Correa, Walker, and Diaz are coming up to bat. They are a combined 1 for 6. 1 for 8, excuse me. Well, I think that Grisham is going to get paid for sure, John, and I'd like to see the Yankees be the ones paying him. I don't care about Dominguez. I don't care about Jones. With a healthy Judge, Bellinger, and Grisham, one of the best outfields in baseball. And if you look at their combined numbers, they have 3 out of the top 10 ranked power hitters in baseball. Why break up the team? And Jason Dominguez is going to remain the game in left field. And as a new player comes in the game, it's almost guaranteed that something is being hit at Dominguez. And the first pitch is hit into right field. Bellinger is going to field it and keep Correa at first base. Coming up to bat is Christian Walker. And Cruz sets, fires, and the pitch misses just inside. Count is 1-0 on Walker. Walker is 0 for 3 on the night with a flyout, ground out, and a strikeout. And Cruz sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Beautiful splitter. Count is 1-1. And the pitch is on the way, and this one is hammered foul. Count is 1-2. And the splitter is swung on and missed for strike 3. And that is going to do it for Walker and the first out of the 8th inning. Coming up is Yanner Diaz. Diaz is 0 for 2 on the night with a base on balls. And the first pitch is foul down the left field line. Count is 0-1. And Bednar and Hill are warming up in the pen. And Cruz sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike 2. Count is 0-2. And the pitch is up out of the strike zone. Count is 1-2 on Diaz. And the pitch is bounced in the dirt. Count is evened at deuce, deuce. Deuce, deuce. What color is your goose? And Cruz sets, fires, and the splitter is swung on and missed for strike 3. And that is the second out of the inning. Fantastic trade to bring Cruz into the Yankee fold for our ex catcher Trevino. Coming up to bat is Sanchez, and the pitch is on the way, and the splitter is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. And Sanchez takes time out. And Cruz sets. Pitch is on the way. And this one is hit to center field. Grisham is charging on it, and he's going to make the play for the third out of the inning. And that is going to do it for the Astros in the bottom of the 8th. Coming up for the Yankees in the top of the 9th, there's going to be Cody Bellinger, Jason Dominguez, and Jose Caballero. Let's go, Yankees. John, I think Grisham is actually out hitting Soto this year. So how are we feeling about the game, guys and gals? Chat's awfully quiet. Immediately following this game, hop over to NY Yankee Mania with Joe to have a post-game review. It should be full of fireworks, and I believe that you'll like the quality content. Tomorrow morning at 8:30, Joe will be on with his morning show, Coffee, Bagels, and Donuts. So I recommend tuning into both streams. I will be back tomorrow evening to call the game 1 of the Blue Jays facing off against the Yankees in the Bronx. And the first pitch from Murray is fouled off down the left field line. Count is 0-1. And the next pitch is on the way, and Bellinger fouls that one off. Count is 0-2. And the pitch is on the way, and Bellinger hits a towering fly ball to left field. Alvarez is closing in on it, and he's going to make the play for the first out of the inning. And this is Murray's major league debut. And the first pitch to Dominguez is on the way. It is down low for ball one. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is even at 1-1. And the pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. Murray sets, fires, and this pitch is hit to left field. It is a can of corn. Alvarez is going to make it just short of the warning track, and that is the second out of the inning. And Jose Caballero is coming up to bat. He's 0 for 1 on the night with a base on balls. And the first pitch is in there for call, strike one. Caballero had an RBI on his walk. And Murray sets and fires, and the pitch is way off the plate. Count is now evened at 1-up. And the pitch is out of the way, and it is hammered foul. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is swung on and missed for strike three. And that is the kid's first major league strikeout. And coming into the game is going to be Bednar. Coming up to bat for the Astros is going to be Urias, Trammell, and Pena. 8, 9, and 1. And John Cruz may be the setup guy. And for those in the stream, I'm going to take a break. I'll be back in a couple secs. And for those of you football fans, they are in a lightning break in the Cowboys versus the Eagles game. The score is 24-20. Eagles thus far. Bednar is coming in the game. He has a 2.45 ERA. Opponents are hitting 209 against him. He has got 71 strikeouts and 15 walks. And it looks like Caratini is coming in to pinch hit for Arias. Caratini is hitting .266 on the season, 11 home runs, 43 RBIs, and a .739 OPS. And Bednar sets. And the pitch is a nice curveball in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Bednar sets and fires, and the curveball is in there for call. Strike two. Actually, they didn't call it a strike. It's right down the heart of Broadway. Jesus Christ. Can these umpires be any bad than they actually are? Count is 1-1. And the pitch is hit to left field. Dominguez is going to pull up on it. And that is a single for Caratini. And the first pitch is up out of the strike zone. Count is 1-0. Cabela is 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout in the seventh. He was a pinch hitter. Bednar sets. Curveball is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. Trammell takes timeout. And the curveball is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. And Bednar sets. Pitch is up and out of the strike zone. Count is even at 2-2. Bednar sets and he fires, and this pitch is hammered to left field, and it is going to be off the wall. Dominguez misplays the ball. And there are going to be runners at second and third with nobody out. Here we go again. And the umpires are looking at the bat. They're confiscating Trammell's bat. Now the umpire is going to Boone to explain what is going on.
Attitude, excitement, getting back in here and working. You was all in charge. That's stemming from how you guys handled it. You were real. You better get
And they're doing a rules check on the bat.
some of the best guys that ever played this game. They take accountability. They're hungry. They're edgy. If you go to Kansas City Chiefs practice from training camp, they practice harder and better than any team. It's awesome to watch. Football did. When I was there one day, I there were 30 players, and like it was nothing. They stood so on their shoulder. You felt like they played Super Bowl. Not their personality at all. The pressure of the repeat. So they have a different mindset, a different mentality. And more importantly, they showed up the offensive line. There were four guys in left tackle position with Josh Simmons. Kingsley's moving down into that left guard position. When you bet on that side, they're going to be. We just talked about the offensive line. You got to come in, you got a converted tackle movement. But it's yet to be seen. It's not going to be a huge improvement. So Chiefs will struggle a little bit. Just how good that division is and trying to win week in and week out. And climbing the mountain year after year after year. Yeah, how high can you go up? That's the big one. This is the greatest coaching division in the history of football.
They've got to be talking to New York because this is way too long.
Kansas City Rain, West Champ.
So the bat is now being given to an official to be taken to the umpire's room. And they're showing the famous George Brett Pine Tar incident. And our pitcher has gotten cold. I don't know, waiting on what the hell for. Coming up to bat is Jeremy Pena. He is 1 for 4 with a single in the 7th. And the first pitch for Bednar is in there, swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. And Bednar sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is another curveball swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. And Bednar sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is looped to Volpe, who makes a nice jumping play to get the out. And that is the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Yordan Alvarez, 3 for 4 on the night with a single, a double, and a home run. And the first pitch is a fastball up and out of the strike zone. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is on the way. Curveball catches the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is even at 1-1. And Bednar sets. Fastball is on the way, and it paints the outside corner for call. Strike two. Count is 1 for 2 on Alvarez. And Bednar sets. Pitch is up and out of the strike zone. Count is even at 2-2. Bednar sets, and the 2-2 is looped into just left center field. Dominguez is going to pick it up. Caratini is going to score. Trammell advances to third. So that is Alvarez's 4th hit of the night. Astros have runners at first and third with 1 out. And Altuve is coming up to bat. That is Alvarez's 4th hit of the night. And Bednar sets. And the first pitch to Altuve is a curveball off the plate. Count is 1-0. Altuve is 0 for 3 on the night with a walk and reached on an error. Bednar sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 1-1. Gee, Jake, I would not be surprised at a comment like that. Fantastic. Bednar sets and fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is 2-1. Bednar sets and fires, and the curveball is off the plate. Count is 3-1. Bednar sets and he fires, and the fastball catches the outside corner. Count is full, 3-2. And Bednar sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is just off the plate. The bases are loaded with Carlos Correa coming up to bat. Matt Blake is coming out to the mound. Bednar is 22 pitches deep into this inning. And in the football game, the game is going to resume at 11:30. Bednar sets and fires, and the pitch is off the plate for ball one. Correa is 2 for 4 on the night with a single and a double. Bednar sets, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is now 2-0. And Leiter is starting to warm up. Bednar sets, and the pitch is a curveball in there for call, strike one. Count is 2-1. Bednar sets, and he fires, and the fastball is up and in. Count is now 3-1. Nowhere to put him, guy. Come on. On deck is Christian Walker. Bednar sets, and the curveball is in there for call, strike two. Count is now full. And the pitch is on the way, and Correa swings through and misses. And that is strike three. So that is a huge strikeout for Bednar on Correa. Coming up to bat is Christian Walker. He is 0 for 4 on the night with a pair of strikeouts. Bednar sets and fires, and the fastball is fouled off. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is on the way. The curveball is down low. He checks his swing, according to the first base umpire. I think that one was close. I don't know. I'm not sure. And the pitch is a curveball in there for call, strike two. Count is 1-2. Astros are down to their last strike, their last out. Can Bednar come through, stem the tide? And the pitch is on the way, and this is a towering fly ball that is going to be just behind the dugout. Count is 1-2. Now Bednar showed him fastball, curveball. He should be going back for the curveball. And the pitch is on the way. The curveball is swung on and missed for strike 3. And that is going to do it for the Astros. The Yankees hold on and win the game 8-4. The Astros leave the bases loaded. The Yankees take the series 2 out of 3. Great comeback by Bednar with 2 strikeouts in a row with the bases loaded. Over on NY Yankee Mania with Joe, he is going to be doing a post-game review, so I recommend flipping over there. For those of you that are here, if you can or haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. If you are not a member of the NY Yankees or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. I will be back on the air tomorrow night to call the Game 1 of the Blue Jays versus the Yankees in the Bronx. As we pull this first game or first series out, 3 down, 9 more to go. And I will end in my traditional, let's go Yankees, and we'll see you in the funny papers. Hope to see you tomorrow. Have a great night.